Hi, I'm Michael.
And I'm Mary.
You know, there's not a person on this planet who hasn't faced tough times. But the good news is that tough times never last, but tough people do.
On this show, we're going to talk to some extraordinary people who have faced tough times, and they've come out better and stronger on the other end.
And they're going to share their stories, their struggles, and the lessons they've learned.
Because no matter what you're going through, there's always a way forward.
This is Tough Times Never Last. Thank you for joining us. Welcome to the show, Tough Times Never Last. I'm Michael Kuzilny. I've got Mary here as our new co-presenter, and we're in the beautiful penthouse here with Christa and Charles. Thank you for having us. And of course, Charlie.
My pleasure.
You're very welcome.
Congratulations, Charles, on all your spectacular success. And I saw one of your videos, you said life starts at 90, yeah?
It's true, yeah.
Now, in retrospect, I'm doubting the originality of the sentence. It's a little stupid.
The world's going through a tough time. Tell us about the beautiful and lavish lifestyle you're living. And I think you said, Christa, we're now enjoying our labour, and we can enjoy it now.
The joy is putting yourself through tortures or metaphoric tortures. You know, asking for trouble, putting yourself in an awkward situation, with very, very little positiveness about the outcome. You know, so you have to take risks in life.
Yes.
And that includes taking a risk in painting. What you paint, you don't know whether you're going to actually eat bread tomorrow, or you're going to have boiled rice, or you're going to have lobster.
How did you meet this great lady? Because she was everybody's favourite in Housewives, both in Melbourne and in Sydney.
Yeah, I think I tell the story because Charles' story is a little bit, I don't know what time the show is aired, but his is a bit saucy. So I wanted to buy paintings, and somebody recommended to me that I should look at Billich's painting. So I went to his studio, and he had such a bad reputation. Everybody told me, he's such a playboy. He has too many women. Don't even think about him. And I thought, well, I really wanted paintings, not a husband. And when he opened the door, he had a tracksuit on, full of paint. He looked everything else except what you think, a playboy in Saint-Tropez with nice dresses and beautiful hair. He was just the opposite. And I thought, my God, this is the playboy? And then I fell in love with his artwork, and I bought 4 paintings, didn't I?
Christa, you love your lifestyle. You love aeroplanes. We like aeroplanes, Mary, don't we? And you fly. You're flying off to Paris.
Yes, we have an exhibition in Paris in September. So that's this year's excitement. We're very excited about it because Paris, a city of love, a city of art, and we fit in just perfectly.
Yeah. With so many people splitting up and having relationship problems, your relationship worked. You had an open relationship, a free relationship.
With whom?
Not only with me. I mean, that was the most honest answer you could have got. That's the question.
Yeah,
when
worked.
your husband has an affair on your wedding night, it's not going to be smooth riding.
A lot of relationships break up because of jealousy. So all of a sudden we got jealousy out the way.
You break the barrier of jealousy, like everything else. Everything is under your control. There's a button for everything. It's a question of how to get to that button. And I know.
I think tolerance is very important. And you marry someone, but you don't own them. And I think today, or even when we got married, the right that another person thinks they have over their partner is really not nice. You shouldn't own your partner.
Obedience is another asset.
Well, you're very obedient. Thank you, darling.
You're both very generous people, what I've noticed. You know, a lot of people who've got plenty of money in the bank are greedy and selfish, but you include a lot of people into your life.
Yeah.
You know, you love people, you love luxury, and you've donated a lot of your paintings.
We do, and we still do.
Well, that's the best way to get rid of some of the people you don't want.
To be generous is not only towards your family and to your partner, but I think you should be generous to people around you. And we really have so many fantastic people around us who's supporting us. And to give back either to an animal charity or to a hospital or even for private people, if you can help, and you have the ability, which we have through the art and sometimes through other ways, I think we have an obligation to do that.
You've got a beautiful obligation, but you also have a beautiful life. I saw you drink a beautiful $20,000 bottle of champagne with your friends, and your dog eats caviar. So what a beautiful lifestyle.
Yes, but you've got to work for it. It's not coming from nothing.
And what made you come to Australia out of all the
I
beautiful
came to
countries?
Australia in '56, and I was very, very happy to land here. As a matter of fact, I started being happy at the moment I went on board the Toscana, which was a ship destined for wrecking. There was his last trip with me in it. And then we eventually made it to Melbourne. It was our intended port of destination. And in Melbourne, I had another invasion of people from the Commonwealth Employment Service who proposed to me to be an immigration officer or immigration officer. And I really enjoyed it. And I was in Bonegilla camp for about a couple of months. But then I decided to go into more glamorous activities. I'm doubting the originality of the sentence. It's a little stupid.
The world's going through a tough time. Tell us about the beautiful and lavish lifestyle you're living. And I think you said, Christa, we're now enjoying our labour, and we can enjoy it now.
The joy is putting yourself through tortures or metaphoric tortures. You know, asking for trouble, putting yourself in an awkward situation, with very, very little positiveness about the outcome. So you have to take risks in life.
Yes.
And that includes taking risk in painting. What you paint, you don't know whether you're going to actually eat bread tomorrow or you're going to have boiled rice.
He's become this country's most controversial and talked about athlete.
Anthony, thanks very much for coming on. I honour and respect you, mate, and lovely to meet the great man.
Pleasure, man, no problem.
What does it feel like to be one of Australia's sporting heroes to stop playing? A lot of them go downhill, don't they? Because they...
Well, a lot of them don't prepare for life after football.
Yeah.
They think it's going to be... they don't realise it's an ephemeral thing which lasts as long as you can stand up and run properly. And after that, they tend not to take any... prepare for later in life. I was fortunate where it's not what you know, it's who you know.